For every 5 containers that go into the Solomon Islands, only 1 goes out full, which is a massive loss in terms of carbon miles, but also in terms of lost opportunity and economic development for the Solomon Islands. LCL stands for Less Than a Container Load. It is an online platform that seeks to enable small-scale farmers and growers in the Pacific to share costs and logistics to enable them to access export markets.
So the idea came from a Pacific Connect dialogue here in Honiara in 2019, where it brings together the ICDP network to look at how we unlock opportunities for sharing container and other ways to reduce freight for export markets.
Aranda Kotawala, who runs Solomon Ports, brought the problem to us.
We discussed with the team how we could chip in and how we could facilitate this freight by actually doing a lot of networking and actually brainstorming, and as well as giving some space inside the port free of charge for the pilot program to initiate and take off the ground.
ICDP gave us funding in the beginning to work with Common Code in 2019 to develop a clickable prototype.
Through Common Code, we have played a role alongside the team, developing at the digital solution, which is one part of what LCL is. We've now built an MVP version of the app and worked with James and Sam to deploy that to be able to capture the information on the first shipment that have gone out from LCL from the Solomon Islands to other countries around the world.
So the ICDP network is a really valuable one. It's been fantastic at providing links between Australia and the Pacific. It's a really rich and valuable network.
Through technology, we believe this has the power to transform the way we usually do things. Tackling this issue of this scale and building a solution in normal circumstances is a huge challenge, but even more so during this time of COVID-19.
The MVP was successful because we were able to export our first container to the UK, 9 metric tonnes, and the farmers were able to get a boutique price for their export.
Yes, so the first pilot container that we able to ship was in May, over 150 bags of premium sun-dried beans by more than 50 farmers and smallholders. They are able to earn 3 times more than what they can get locally. This pilot proves that it's possible for local consolidators and small to medium exporters.
I think the LCL project is actually a great initiative. We have been able to make contacts with the buyers. Our first LCL export would be next week.
That this one program na me happy lang. Because at least a farmer with 500 kilo you cannot export. And this one program na me happy because even though that small volume where buy at the other side there and order come, people easy for put them together. Then expenses low they have not quite. I have not burden low me. I'm not burden low other one.
Last year because we go through Catlero, so sometimes I'm slow, but this time, the LCL arrangement came faster than last year.
LCL's goals are to enable export to become a lot more efficient and transparent and to build trust in the systems. Through allowing people to work together to access export markets, we enable people to be economically empowered exactly where they live. Families don't have to drift towards the cities for a livelihood and an income, and all the flow-on benefits to that in terms of health, education. It really has so many different aspects.
With the power of technology and the right stakeholders in place, this is now a reality and will have huge flow-on effects to the farmers and their communities.
This time I have just a first one ever, and first one that by me go through and the future exporting me wala. Have so much good road.
The uncertainties of what is happening in the world today has taught us many valuable lessons. One is that life is very fragile, and so we ought not to take things for granted about what matters the most.
We are seeking to partner with people who are interested in investing and working with us towards a fully fledged platform. Our end goal is to create it into something that can be a subscription or license model and can be taken anywhere to revolutionise freight and logistics across the Pacific.
Recognizing that no man is an island, and by working together in partnership, it produces innovation, in turn creates opportunities and resilience. The future looks very bright. The future is here. Let's navigate and journey towards it together.